Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're in one of my favorite places, St. Germain, Wisconsin. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, there is nothing more beautiful than a sunny morning up in St. Germain, Wisconsin. Late May, early June is a great time to be up here, and we're with our buddy Rob, and this is just a great time of the year, Rob, to do a multi-species fishing deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is, John. You know, I just hope today, we have bright blue skies and no wind. It's supposed to change, so it might be a little slow starting off, but I think as the day progresses here, we're going to have a lot better conditions. So, but let's get after it, and, we're going to probably target some walleyes, some bass, some crappies, a little bit of everything. So, should be a good day.
Yes, folks, we also have our buddy, the personal injury fishing attorney, Chris MacGillis. We'll show you what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
I've used Amsoil Sabre 2-stroke for 20 years, and it is absolutely the best and easiest to use 2-stroke oil. When I found Amsoil Sabre 20 years ago, I was so excited because it not only runs cleaner, more efficiently, keeps your machines running very well, but it's one mix. 100 to 1, it doesn't matter what the factory recommendations are, 40 to 1, 50 to 1, 75 to 1, it's all the same mix at 100 to 1, so it makes it simple. 300 hours of testing showed it was 96% carbon free, and that's not hype, that's results. The screen photos tell the story. And to learn more about Amsoil, go to amsoil.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, welcome back. That's my third cast of the day. And what do I have here? I have myself a largemouth bass. But that's a good sign, folks, when they're mouthing it like that. And that's actually a pretty nice fatty bass. Well, here's another one. This does not feel very big, folks. We'll see here.
It's starting to fight.
Yeah.
You need a net there?
Multi-species day. Yeah, this is a decent fish, Rob. Look at that.
I thought so.
Yeah, I think it's a smallmouth.
Yep, good smallmouth.
Yeah, that's a nice smallie, Rob. And we're going to talk about this, folks, in a second here. Oh, yeah, good tussler there, Robbie. There you go. And that was on the Jerk Junior. And, Rob, one thing I want to talk to you about, buddy, is this time of year, you're really staying pretty shallow. That's a nice chunk right there, folks. This time of year, you're going to really concentrate on new weed growth. Am I right?
Well, we started on that, John, and, we don't have a whole lot of wind where we were at, so what little wind we have today, I said, let's go and, maybe switch up a little bit here and go look at some sand that's going to actually, artificially warm up the water here because it's going to collect the sunlight. So we're kind of just working over, there might be a little bit of short little weeds coming up in here, but this is just mainly a sand gravel bottom. There we go, Johnny.
Yeah, you're hooked up now. This is so much fun, folks. We don't know what we're going to catch. Could be a smallmouth, could be a walleye. That looks like a nice smallmouth, Rob. And I'll tell you what, very overlooked fishery up here in the St. Germain area, folks. We have so many good smallmouth lakes, don't we, Rob?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And these deep, clear ones, these fish have a tendency to get pretty darn big. Well-built fish there, Rob.
Yes, it is.
So how late in the year can you use those twitch baits?
Oh, I mean, I would definitely fish them all the way through, all the way through midsummer.
Yeah,
early to midsummer. Yes.
Look at the tummy on that one.
Yeah, he's a little
eating good. Must have gone to fibbers. All right, Chris MacGillis.
Let's go, baby.
And you are throwing what, sir?
A little paddle tail.
Now that's a good smallmouth bait. Yeah, that's that tickle tail. All right, let's see if there's big fish in here. Yeah, there you go. Robbie's gonna put them in the net ski for you there. Good job there, Chris.
Another nice smallie, John.
And you know, water temps are still a little cool this time of year, so a smaller profile you like, huh?
Yep, a smaller profile in the spring, John. I like to throw that paddle tail and just work it right on the edge, the transition between that sand and rock, and those big ones will be sitting right on the edge.
Look at the coloring on that, Rob. Aren't those pretty fish?
Beautiful fish, beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Plano Frost coolers are built for the wild. Airtight, rugged, and ready for the boat or backwoods. Now $80 off at just $99.99. Keep your catch cold and your drinks colder. Grab yours while they last.
MacGillis again.
Yeah, on that tickle tail, John.
Just real slow retrieve, huh?
You know, a little just slow and steady, and they just came. This one hit pretty close to the boat, John.
Oh yeah, look at this one, guys.
You can tell he's been laying up in that sand, John.
Yeah, they actually will change colors. And hey, Chris, I wanted to ask you a question here, buddy. With your personal injury business, you guys are opening up offices all over the state, huh?
Yeah, John, we got offices in Kenosha, Madison, Fox Valley, Milwaukee. It's great.
Yeah, what's really cool, though, you guys do a great job. And what I like is people can call you directly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They can call me at the office, ask for me, talk about fishing. It's good. And we're there to help them. That's the most important thing.
Look at that.
That's a beautiful
That's a
smallmouth.
Football right there.
That is a great
and where's your
smallmouth.
bait?
Down
Wow,
the hatch.
yeah. Did he ever eat that? Look at that, folks.
There we go, Johnny.
All right, buddy. And that is on?
I switched to an X-Wrap crankbait.
Okay. And you know, that's one thing when we get this in, we'll talk about is the different baits that we're using. These are all beautiful fish.
Yeah.
Look at that, Rob. I mean, this is a blast. You know, when you guide, Rob, you've always got a lot of different baits in the boat. You got hard baits, you got plastics, you even got live bait and minnows. You know, late May and the month of June, it's interesting. You can be using any baits, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of May going into June, I mean, you're transitioning from, you know, if you're using live bait, from minnows to leeches to crawlers, you know, swim baits, jerk minnows, plastics like that work all season long. But I like to always have everything in the boat, because if you're out there and they're biting on something you don't have, you just feel like you're lost. So you got to go up prepared with everything.
We are fishing the lakes of Vilas County, a 4.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5.5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
I don't know what this is, Rob. It's got some weight to it, though, pal.
Nice.
Look at that rod bending. Oh, we got to loosen that drag maybe a little bit. Here he comes, guys.
Big
Get
walleye.
that net ready.
Big
Ready.
walleye.
Oh, look at the size of that walleye right there, you guys. That is a beauty. Look, Rob, hold him up, will you, pal?
I will.
That was awesome, buddy.
That's a 30.
That's a big walleye, folks. You don't see those too often in northern Wisconsin.
Come on.
Do you, Rob?
Well, you just did right now.
Yeah, and you know, you had me, you know me and the jerk minnow. I love the jerk minnow, folks.
And he just fell out of his mouth.
And love the jerk minnow. But you're actually having me use the smaller, the junior jerk minnow early in the year.
I prefer the junior.
Why is that?
Just it's what the forage size is right now.
Now, we just moved to a spot, folks, where we got a deep drop, and I actually cast it up into the shallow and brought it down that cliff, kind of.
Right.
Isn't that a pretty fish?
Beautiful.
And it's really, seriously, a month ago, how
Oh, God, if we'd have saw this a month ago spawning, add 4 pounds to it, probably.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
Yep.
And, you know, we talked this morning about what we were going to do today, and you said, hey, let's go to a deep, clear lake and do some multi-species fishing.
Yep.
In a deep, clear lake that has ciscos in it, folks, that's why these fish get big. Right,
Awesome.
Rob?
Awesome, yep.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We got another big walleye here, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I'll tell
fighting like
you,
a bass, though.
Yeah, and you can see how clear the water is, folks. Another beautiful smallmouth. Swimming with the walleye, Rob.
Oh, yeah. No, at this spot, like I said, I've caught multiple of both species.
Mixed right in there, John.
Yeah.
Look at the tummy on that thing.
They are just so fat. And again, you know, Rob, what you can do, you know, some of these bigger lakes in Vilas County, you can actually go, the DNR will tell you if they're Cisco base or not.
Wow.
And the Cisco base lake grow big fish, don't they?
Yeah, well, you know, not all bodies of water have them, John. You know, the deep clear lakes, obviously, and just, you know, it's such a high protein forage fish that bass, walleyes, pike, muskies all love them, and that, you know, definitely makes them grow big and grow fast. Get out from under the boat here.
Folks, this is so cool.
Ooh.
We moved into the spot and put it on spot lock, and there's a ton of fish hanging off of this deep break line here, Rob.
Yeah, another smallie.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a dandy, Rob. When you first hooked him, you said he was small.
Well, he was coming at me.
Yeah, right. Now, interesting, though, we started out in the weeds today, and the sand and rock is providing us with a much better bite, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I said, you know, earlier today, I said, you know, the mornings have been starting off so slow, and, you know, as it warms up, you know, after you have some of these cold fronts this time of year, that, you know, just that warming period is what turns these fish on.
Attention Chicago viewers, attention Illinois viewers. We are moving to Marquee Sports, which is the Chicago's Cubs network, on Saturday, June the 7th at 9 a.m. We'll be there every Saturday, 9 a.m. on the Marquee Sports channel where the Chicago Cubs live. Hey, this is a neat spot.
Oh, man.
Folks, this is one after another, and that, let's see, that looks like a smaller one. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one.
It's another nice one,
Yeah,
John.
there you go, Chris.
Wow.
Now, this is a special day, and this is a special spot.
Yeah, he's got us.
Tell the folks, we pulled in here, and I caught that walleye, and it was boom, boom, boom on the bass.
We've had one after the other.
Yeah.
Rob's got us on this shelf here.
Yeah.
And I'm fishing. I'm letting, you know, sort of work down the shelf.
Right.
And they're just picking it off right off the bottom.
Not only a personal injury attorney, he's a great angler.
This is so much fun.
And you do a lot of hunting, too, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, up in northern Wisconsin.
So you're
all
the
time.
outdoorsman personal attorney.
It's great.
There we go, Johnny.
Now, Rob, you guide every day up here. Is this unusual to pull up to a spot and do this?
Not unusual, no. But I mean, we got the right wind today. Finally, MacGillis got another one. Yeah. Now these are just the fun days when you get everything that works together.
No, I mean, seriously, if folks come up here, Rob, and I always say, you know, when you're coming up here and you got these big lakes and you've made the investment in the rental units and whatnot, it's great to hire a guide for the first day, isn't it?
For sure, yeah. I mean, they're just beautiful, thick fish, you know?
That really is. And what is that, about 7 we've had in this spot?
At least, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, in how long?
Well, 8 now because Chris is angling. But
Yep.
yeah, a very short window.
I'm going to see if we can triple up here. But I've got a walleye bait on. You guys are doing the smallies. That's a teensy.
It's a little dude.
That's a teensy, but a teensy fatty.
It is a little guy.
Teensy fatty.
When it's one after the other, John, it's pretty fun.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2025 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Patrick Federer of Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, caught this 15.5-inch crappie on Crystal Lake using a Fire Tiger jig. David Gunman of West Des Moines, Iowa, caught this 22.5-inch largemouth bass on the Badger Creek Lake using a lipless crankbait. The Fruit Tiger of Montello, Wisconsin, caught this 40-inch northern pike on Lake Puckaway using a minnow. Justin Swatley of Westfield, Wisconsin, caught this 16-inch perch in Swamico using a spike. And this week's first kid winner is Cash Bowen of Rui, Wisconsin, caught this 13.5-inch crappie in Wisconsin on a minnow. And Jace Rowley of Plymouth, Wisconsin, caught this 4.5-pound largemouth bass in Apple Valley, Minnesota on a sucker minnow. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week at Fleet Farm, buy 2 Plano 56-quart Sportsman tubs, get 1 free. Perfect for hauling your gear. And with any Pfluger President combo, you'll get a free Fleet Farm $50 gift card. Don't miss out.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're going to have faster fill of their live wells, and they're going to have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. As you know, folks, St. Germain is one of my favorite places to visit. And Jeff, you've got a rental business up here, Rocks Rental.
You got it.
And folks come up here on vacation. What do you got for them?
We've got pretty much everything to keep them busy. I rent 16 pontoon boats, fishing boats, UTVs, Yamaha wave runners. I've got, if you're looking to build a cabin, I've got everything you need from excavators to lifts to skid loaders for building your cabin. So pretty much we have it all.
Yeah, and I say support the local businesses. I love Fibber's Supper Club, and St. Germain Resort is one of my favorite places to stay. But why should folks vacation in St. Germain?
Because we got everything you can do. We got fishing, you can boat, you can hike, you can golf, you can go and rent UTVs, ride snowmobiles in the wintertime. I mean, there's something to do every season.
That's why I say support St. Germain businesses, right, guys?
Exactly. Right. That's what we're here for.
Chris, you got to give me a chance to catch one here. You know?
Oh, this is great, man.
Oh, this is a nice one. Not that any of them have been small, you know?
Yeah, John, it's just literally one after the other.
And that's just a little paddle tail that you're working real slow.
Yep, just working it right across that, spot. Like you said, Rob just has us on a primo spot, John. It's just making all the difference.
Is that your very next cast?
Yep, right next cast, John.
You're coming right up a wall, folks, where it goes from like 5 to 30 feet.
This is a nice fish, John, whatever it is. Like, it's staying down on me.
Oh, yeah, maybe we got
this might be another walleye.
That'd be cool. Oh, look at that. Chris MacGillis with a big old Walski Wallaroo.
She's staying down.
There we go. Get him up there, Chris. Look at how beautiful that walleye is, guys. Ooh. That's another giant. And did he ever eat that, Rob?
Oh, my goodness.
Holy.
They're hungry.
Good job, guys. Oh, folks, this is pretty unusual where you get on a spot like that and catch trophy walleyes and smallmouth at the same time.
It's
pretty special, Rob. Pretty special, buddy.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's a gourd. That's a 26-incher, right? 27?
25, yeah.
And look at, he's got a good belly on him.
And look how she ate that swim jig.
Yeah, you can't even see that.
Can't even see it,
wow,
folks.
That's great. But Rob, what's so cool is every cast, you know, you got a chance at a trophy walleye or a big smallmouth.
Yep, they're not in big schools, you know, these walleyes, but when you do find them, they're, you know, 5, 6 at a time.
Isn't that gorgeous? Hey, congratulate your buddy MacGillis.
Oh, I'm just happy. You know, he's lost so many fish in the last few days, and finally, you know, comes through.
Hey,
so
thank you, Rob. This is awesome.
What happened? You were just taking that walleye off. What happened?
Dude, John, I have my rod hanging over with my paddle tail, putting that walleye in the release, and it literally, a smallmouth bit my lure when it was just hanging over the side of the boat.
That's incredible. Unattended rod. That's cool. Now, there must be a lot of fish around, folks. They ever experienced something like this, Chris?
Oh, not in northern Wisconsin like this, John. This is unreal.
Pretty special, isn't it?
Yep. It's literally one after the other.
This whole thing has transpired in the last 45 minutes, folks. All the fish that you've seen caught.
Whoa.
And I mean, it is really cool when you pull up on a spot and it's loaded like this. And when you get this kind of a bite, Rob, do you just stay on it until...
Yeah, we're moving around actually a little bit, John. Yeah, no, I've been sliding up and down this edge. I still actually want to get to another one of my waypoints here, but they're all along here. I mean, some areas, obviously, they're a lot more congregated than others, but no. It's fun.
Yeah, this fishing bonanza continues, folks. Is that 3 casts in a row for you, Chris?
Yes, it is.
And this time of year, folks, the bass are school up, obviously. This is a nice one?
Yeah, this is a nice one, John. Staying down.
Yeah, we're not filming a lot of fish anymore. We're waiting for big ones. This could be a big one, huh?
This is a big fish, John.
All right. Ooh, yeah, that is a Jim Dandy. There you go. Rob, that's a beautiful smallmouth, isn't it?
Yep, that is.
You know, folks, I've been fishing a long time. I've seen this a few times where fish are schooled up like this, so tight.
Oh.
But man, look at that. That's a trophy smallmouth. Hold them steady. Yeah, there you go, right there. Rob, how much do you think that fish weighs? That pushing 5? Oh, we got a scale. Let's get a weight on that, because I would say, looking at it, 4.5, but we'll see here. Yeah, we just weighed him, 4.5 pounds.
Oh,
4.5 pounds.
Right on it.
Yeah, and that fish hit as soon as your bait hit the water.
Yes, right on top of that bar, John. I was just pulling it down.
Yeah.
Gorgeous fish.
Attention Chicago viewers, attention Illinois viewers. We are moving to Marquee Sports, which is the Chicago's Cubs network, on Saturday, June the 7th at 9 a.m. We'll be there every Saturday, 9 a.m. on the Marquee Sports channel where the Chicago Cubs live. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing, folks. I'll tell you what, I fished with Rob for a lot of years, man, and this is a special day. No, you know, you can hold them up, Rob. That's fine. You and I have fished together a lot of years, buddy, and we've had some great times. But this is one of those special days, isn't it?
Yeah, it came off. Yeah, no, this is a great day. I mean, finally with some good weather, we've had some roller coaster stuff, but we've got the nice southwest wind, would make fish happy.
Yeah.
And makes us happy.
I think, look at MacGillis over there. He's smiling like crazy. Look at him there.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, you having fun there, pal?
I'm having a great time. Thank you, Rob.
I'll tell you what, folks, when you're catching big fish that fastly and furiously, you get hungry, don't you?
We sure do.
I got a special Johnsonville snack for you. This is one of my favorites when I'm in the boat.
Okay.
Is Johnsonville summer sausage. No fillers, by the way, 100% cuts of lean pork, and then they put their special Johnsonville spices in there. It is absolutely delicious. And I put it on a, good bun, a little bit of mayo. Give her a try. Isn't that great?
Perfect boat food.
I was just going to say perfect for the boat. That's Johnsonville summer sausage. Look for it, folks, at your favorite retailer today. Hey, Chris, how was that Johnsonville summer sausage?
It was great. It was so good. And we got a fish on too, John.
Well, it'll give you a little bit of strength to get another smallmouth in. I'm hoping for another big walleye.
I don't think this is a smallmouth.
Pound for pound, Rob. They fight the best. Now, that was nice to take that Johnsonville lunch break, folks. That summer sausage in the boat is so delicious. And then as soon as you're done eating, Chris, you take one cast and catch a fish.
Needed that energy, John, with all the fish we're catching. It's been
one
so
after
good.
Another. I can't remember, Chris, a time where we've taken this many fish off in a 100-yard area. You know that?
This is unreal fishing, guys. And this is a nice fish, John. This is a nice one.
Look at the size of that smallmouth. Rob!
Oh, John!
We're very close,
this might
if not 5.
Yeah, this is 5, John.
What do you guys say? What do you say, Rob?
4.75.
Boy, that's a beauty.
That is a toad, John. That is a super toad.
And we're reeling in these plastics. It's almost obnoxious how slow you're going.
I am slowing down so much. Like you said, it's almost painful how slow I'm reeling this in, but it's working clearly.
Boy, that is a gorgeous fish right there, folks.
Man.
I mean, really. Rob, he's red hot there, man.
Yeah, he's got the right bait.
I mean, seriously. Chris, how many casts in a row is that?
That's like 4 in a row, John.
I mean, that's incredible. I mean, epic fight, too.
Just great.
Epic.
Look at that, John.
That's gorgeous.
Beautiful fish.
All right, Chris. You know, we had our lunch break and rested for a while, and you caught a couple, and you just don't want to leave, do you?
No, I don't. This is too much fun, John.
It's a pretty spectacular day. Really is. Oh, yeah, there's another beauty right there. I mean, that would be on the small side of average today, which will give you an idea, folks, of how spectacular this day has been. And Chris, you do a lot of smallmouth fishing in Door County, Sturgeon Bay, in that area. This is just as good, buddy.
Yeah, this is great. When you get a day like this with the colors and the fish and just, man, it's so good. It really is a special day, John.
One after another.
Yep.
Rob, it's been an absolute sensational day, and I want to thank you, buddy. Can you turn and say thank you? You're busy there? How many? 50 fish?
I don't know, at least.
Yeah, and this is a good one, huh?
Sure feels that way.
Oh,
here he comes.
Beauty. No, Rob, you got to hold that one up. I mean, that's a little bit above average today, but I'll bet you we've caught 40 fish. I haven't kept count. But Rob, seriously, folks want to come up here. I recommend Fibber's Supper Club on Big St. Germain, which you own. It's delicious food, isn't it?
Yes. Well, if you don't have good food, nobody comes back, John.
And you're always crowded. And you also have St. Germain Lodge right there on Big St. and really nice cabins.
Yeah, we got two bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom cabins, and then we also have hotel rooms if you just want to come for a long weekend or something like that.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.